Pradeep English Medium School, Nevasapata. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to see 9th standard English poem Have You Ever Seen? Written by anonymous poet. Anonymous means name of the poet is not known. This is an interesting and amusing poem. The poet makes beautiful use of homographs. Homographs? What is homographs? Homographs are words that have same spelling but differ in meaning when used in different contexts. Let us see the poem. Have you ever seen a sheet on a riverbed or a single hair from hammer's head at the foot of a mountain any toes? And is there a pair of a garden hose? Next stanza. Does the needle ever wink its eye? Why doesn't the wing of a building fly? Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol or open the trunk of a tree at all? Now the last stanza. Are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? Have the hands of a clock any left or right? Can the garden plot be deep and dark? And what is the sound of a birch's bark? Let us see the explanation of the poem line by line. Have you ever seen a sheet on a riverbed? In this line, the poet talks about a sheet for a riverbed. A sheet means a bed sheet, but the riverbed means the bottom of the river, and it has no relation to the bed. Next line, or a single hair from hammer's head. The poet talks about hair for hammer's head. The top of hammer is called hammer's head, and the poet alternatively talks about the human head and refers to hammer's head as hairless. Third line, has the foot of a mountain any toes? The foot of a mountain means the base of the mountain and has no relation to the human foot and hence doesn't have toes like human foot does. Last line of the first stanza. And is there a pair of garden hose? The poet refers here a garden hose, which means a flexible pipe or tube used to water plants. And another meaning of hose is a pair of stockings or tights. He says that, have you seen a pair of garden hose? First line of the second stanza. Does the needle ever wink its eye? The poet refers to the needle's eye and tells us that does it wink like a human eye? Second line. Why doesn't the wing of a building fly? The wings of a building are being compared to the wings of birds. Here he is assuming that just like the wings of the birds help them to fly, the wings of a building should also help them to fly. Third line. Can you tickle the ribs of a parasol? The ribs of an umbrella are homographically spoken about us as if they are the ribs of the human body, which can be tickled. The ribs of human body is compared with the ribs of an umbrella. Last line of the second stanza. Or open the trunk of a tree at all. The poet talks about the trunk of a tree, which is outer part of a tree, and object trunk, which is used to store clothes or things. He asks that whether the trunk of a tree will open like a trunk. First line of the last stanza. Are the teeth of a rake ever going to bite? In this line, the poet has made a reference to the teeth of a rake, which is compared to human teeth. He questions whether teeth of a rake can bite like human teeth. Second line, have the hands of a clock any left or right? In this line, the poet wonders that the hands of a clock are left or right, like human hands. Next line, can the garden plot be deep and dark? Here, the poet uses the word plot humorously. Plot means a piece of land, and another meaning of a plot is evil plans. So, the poet says that garden plot is deep and dark like evil plan. Now, last line of the poem. And what is the sound of the birch's bark? Birch means it is a kind of a tree. Here, the poet questions whether bark of a birch tree can make a sound like barking dog. In this way, the poet makes use of amusing puns and homographs to bring about the dual meanings of certain words. He conveys the message that things which are spelled the same are actually differ in meaning and uses.
If you like this video, like, comment or share and to subscribe this channel.